This is the vacuum cleaner, a 12-volt model offering 100 watts of suction power. Very easy to use. Press the button to switch it on, press this here to take off the dust container, remove the filter and tip it into a bin for emptying. Pop the filter back in, push it into place, click the unit back together again. It's also supplied with several accessories, brushes, nozzles, crevice tool and a hose. And this fits by simply pushing it into the end like so, and then you can fit tools to the end like that. So that's then good for brushing upholstery. Tools fit in directly like so, so that's good for getting into the little nooks and crannies. And you can pop the brush directly on the end as well. It'll lock into place. Let's see how it works in practice now. The vacuum cleaner operates via 12 volt, so you plug this into your vehicle's 12 volt lighter socket, or in the case of a boat or camper van you can plug it into the leisure battery connection. If you're using it with a vehicle and using the engine battery, then it's a good idea to have the engine running at the same time so you don't flatten the battery. If it's just a quick burst, then that's probably okay. If you're using a leisure battery on a boat or camper van, for example, that will almost certainly have a higher capacity than the engine battery, and probably a split charger as well, so that battery will recharge as you're driving and isn't quite as critical as an engine battery. But let's have a look at it. It's got this long cable, so I'll plug it in and see how it works on some of the crumbs that I've deliberately spilt on my carpet. This is now plugged into the 12 volt socket connected to my leisure battery, so let's have a look and see how it fares on some of these crumbs here. I don't know if you can see there, but that demonstrates the suction. It's actually lifting the mat, so that is good. I've just popped the crevice tool on and I'll have a go at some of the dust and crumbs on the mat here. Good news here, everything is being sucked up instantly. Very, very good at getting into all the nooks and crannies. And quite a good collection of dust and grit in the collection tub now. I've now attached an upholstery brush and we'll see how it works in giving the upholstery a general brush and picking up these bits of dust and fluff here. So they were sucked in straight away. This is coming up really well. Very good results with this. There's some deep dust in the pocket there, which it's also sucking up. Now it is actually quite deep and it's deeper than the brush, but it's still making a good job of it. And the same on this one here. And there's quite a bit of dust in the tub now. Now the best test of how well this has worked is how much it's picked up, and you can see just from looking at the outside that it's nowhere near as clean and shiny as it was before, and you can see the dust at the bottom. So let's have a closer look. Well, that's the filter, which is quite impressive or quite shocking depending on your perspective. It's certainly picked up a lot of dust fluff, hay, grass, wood shavings, some mud. There's quite a bit in there. And what I need to do now is tap this on the edge of a bin to clear it and tip the contents into a bin. Nice, eh? There it is, the dust, just from a couple of minutes in my van. But I think we can conclude that this does actually work well. Its weaknesses are, if you're scrubbing a carpet or a floor like that, that doesn't work quite so well. You have to hold it upright or use one of the tools. But if you do that, it works well. So it is a product I would recommend, and it's one that I will be using regularly in my car and here in my camper van.